You know, the law of attraction is not magic. It is not think a little happier and $1 million shows up on your doorstep. In this video, I'm going to explain what the law of attraction actually means, and more importantly, what most people misunderstand about it. And I promise, once you get this, everything will feel so much easier. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I talk about manifestation, mindset, and creating a life that genuinely feels good. So if that sounds like your kind of thing, you're in the right place. Let's jump right into today's topic. So let's talk about what the law of attraction actually is. A lot of people, and I mean a lot, think it's about sitting in a room, thinking positive thoughts over and over until something magically appears out of thin air. But let's clear that up right now. The law of attraction really means you attract what you are in resonance with. Think of it like a radio. You can't tune in to 98.7 FM if your dial is set to 102.5. It's the same with your life. Your inner vibration, the frequency you're broadcasting, has to match the outer experiences you want to receive. It's not just about your thoughts. It's a complete system. It's about your energy, your habitual thoughts, those little thought loops you run all day. It's about your emotions, your core beliefs that have been with you since childhood, and of course your actions. All of these things create your personal vibration. So it's much more like a psychological and energetic principle than it is a wishing well. Here is a key distinction. You don't manifest what you want, you manifest what you expect. You attract what you subconsciously believe you deserve. Now let's get into the juicy part, the most common misconceptions. This is where most people get tripped up. The first and biggest myth is that you just need to think positive. I see this everywhere, and it's so misleading. You can't just slap a positive thought on top of a deep-seated emotion you refuse to acknowledge. That's called spiritual bypassing. If you're feeling sad, angry, or scared, you can't manifest abundance by just repeating, "I am wealthy." The universe isn't fooled by affirmations that you don't actually believe. The law of attraction is about authenticity. It's about being honest with where you are right now, so you can genuinely shift your state. It's not about pretending to be happy when you're not. The second misconception is that negative thoughts ruin everything. This one causes so much anxiety. People think, "Oh no, I just had a negative thought. I've ruined my manifestation." But that's not how it works. You're human. You have thousands of thoughts a day. Some of them are going to be negative. One negative thought is not a command to the universe. What really matters is your dominant vibration, the overall emotional tone you live in most of the time. Are you generally optimistic or generally pessimistic? Are you mostly in a state of gratitude or a state of lack? That's what sets the tone, not a single fleeting thought. The third misconception is that you need to know exactly how it's going to happen. In fact, it's the opposite. The more you obsess over and try to control the how, the more you block the flow. You create resistance. Think about it. If you're trying to force a specific outcome in a specific way, you're basically telling the universe, "I only want it this way, and I don't trust you to deliver it in a better, easier way." The law of attraction works best when you get clear on the what and the why, and then you release control over the how. You have to allow things to unfold in ways you can't even predict. That's where the magic really happens. And the fourth misconception is that it works instantly for everyone. We see stories online of people manifesting things overnight, and we wonder why it's not happening for us. Well, most people are manifesting from old subconscious programs. These are the beliefs buried deep in our minds, like "I'm not worthy of money," "love is always hard," or "success is for other people, not for me." You don't get what you wish for. You get what you subconsciously believe to be true. That's where the real work is, in uncovering and rewriting those old stories. So if it's not just thinking positive, what does the law of attraction actually require? First and foremost, it requires self-awareness. You have to be willing to look inward. You need to understand the emotions and beliefs you unconsciously projecting out into the world before you can ever hope to shift them. This means journaling, meditation, or maybe even working with a coach or therapist. You have to know what frequency you're currently tuned into. Second, it requires emotional alignment. This is the core of it all. This means your energy, your feeling state, needs to match what you want to attract. If you want more love in your life, you need to feel more love starting with yourself. You have to cultivate that feeling within you first. If you want more money, you can't come from a place of desperation and lack. You need to feel safety, abundance, and openness to receiving. Even if your bank account doesn't reflect that yet, you have to generate the feeling first. Third, it requires inspired action. The law of attraction isn't a passive sport. It's not about sitting on the couch and waiting for a check to fall into your lap. When you are emotionally aligned with what you want, you'll start to get little nudges from the universe. These are your inspired actions. They'll show up as impulses, new ideas, chance encounters, or sudden opportunities. They feel exciting and light, not forced or like a struggle. Your job is to listen to those nudges and follow them. That's you co-creating with the universe. And finally, it requires space. This is a big one that people often overlook. You can't receive something new if your life is cluttered with old patterns, draining relationships, or environments that constantly pull you down. Manifestation requires space, both energetically and practically. This might mean cleaning out your closet, ending a toxic friendship, or setting aside quiet time each day just to be with yourself. You have to create a void for the universe to fill. So when you boil it all down, what's the real core of the law of attraction? It's basically a natural result of how you relate to yourself. It's not some mystical force outside of you. It's an extension of your inner world. When you know what you truly want, not what society tells you to want. When you genuinely feel worthy of having it. When you release the desperate need for it and allow it to come to you in its own perfect timing. And when you follow your inspired impulses without overthinking, you manifest without even trying. It just becomes a natural part of your life. That's why some people seem so lucky. They're not lucky. They're just in better alignment with themselves and with the flow of life. So next time someone tells you to just think positive, you'll know the truth. The law of attraction is much deeper, much more empowering, and much more about your own inner work than that. It's about becoming the person who is a natural match for the life you desire. If you want more grounded, real-world videos about manifestation and mindset, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and let me know in the comments what you want me to cover next. Thanks for watching.